What up, though? It's me, Stewe, and it's going down right here on the Stewe Show. Special guest in the building, and I want to call you a personal friend because I love our last interview.
Yes,
it was very lit. For those of you guys who don't know, where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles, LA.
And you have a very musical family background.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, yeah, I would say I owe it all to my father. He was a musician, and like growing up, he just surrounded us with music and just, always had us going to concerts or just different things. And my mom was super supportive too, of just like, us being in the arts.
Right.
So he started off dancing. I was like in a dance company. We danced like 4 days a week, and from there transitioned to like going on auditions for videos. And me and my older sister ended up, dancing for different artists and whatnot. And then that's kind of how we transitioned over into like music.
And you were in like 2 groups.
Yeah, I was in 2 groups. I was
Girl
gonna say.
and,
Girl and then
Dame 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how did that work out into going like solo?
Well, my plan was always to be in a group. Like
Okay.
I love groups because I was always in them, and I was always in them.
Maybe we can.
We should like form a group.
Yeah, I think we should. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, later, like off camera.
Yeah, off camera.
Can't give it away. No, but so yeah, like you said, I was in, because those are the 2 groups that actually came out. I actually was probably like in 2 more that maybe never, saw the light of day or whatnot. But I'm just saying, like, I was in the group culture. But once, it continued to not work out, I still wanted to pursue music. So, I stepped out on faith, I'm gonna try this thing by myself.
Right.
And so I'm here now by myself.
As far as the last project that you dropped, Made in LA. Now, what was different about this new project as far as the process of making it, as far as like the whole atmosphere of the project? What was different about that from 2 and 3?
From 2 and 3. Well, 2 and 3 I would say was much more controlled as far as me. Like me and one producer did the entire thing.
Really?
Who's
that producer?
His name is Rich. He's
Okay.
a newer producer. He's actually the one who did Kicking Back.
Dope.
And so it was a different experience because we just kind of for a week just like zoned out and just recorded a whole bunch of songs, and like those are the 6 that we picked because we were just kind of in a certain zone and just all had the same vibe. It was like cohesive sound. So I would say that was most different. I didn't have any features, on 2 and 3 versus Made in LA. I had like 3 or 4,
Right.
So I would say, I think the sound of it was different, and just also it was just more of just me, so.
Now let's talk about this cover art. Now you had this cartoonish cover art, I'm not gonna lie, the tatas was kind of out on that thing, y'all. She had like the little samurai sword, you know what I'm saying? I was feeling it, like how did that come about? Where did you come up with the concept for that?
Well, I know I wanted to do like a cartoon version of myself, but I didn't want to do like the typical just a cartoon. So I was like trying to think like of things that I liked growing up, and I used to play Duck Hunt and Mario Brothers and Pac-Man, and I like that aesthetic. So I actually happened to come across an artist on Instagram, and I was like, I really like this. I really like the art. I just hit him up, and he hit me back, and mocked it up, sent me some things of his vision, and I was like, I love it, and so
It almost makes me want to like purchase a game on the App Store. Like if that was a game, and I saw
yeah,
the
well,
cover
like you
art
never
for
know.
that,
There might be a Mila J.
it might
soon.
be.
You know what I'm saying?
Just feature me in it. You know what I'm saying? I need
Okay.
my 10%. But let's talk about the project, the vibe of
Yes.
the project. Now, when I was listening to it, listening to all the different songs, it had me kind of all over the place because, the first song you were talking about the way you make me feel and whatnot. And then the second song, Kick It Back, it was like, no, we just kicking it, we chilling, you know what I'm saying? We just go do what we do.
Right.
So it was just the vibes were, kind of all over the place as far as like relationships in general. That love, that passion that you have with another individual. So just tell me, what was the vibe, the overall message with the project?
The overall message, well, besides like subject matter, because like you said, like the subject matter kind of was like all different, but just like the sound, I would say is that what I wanted to keep the same as far as.
For sure.
It gave me like a summer like Cali kind of vibe.
Yeah, I was riding the whip. Like,
Exactly. I just wanted something like you could ride to, and I felt, and we actually recorded it in the summer, and it was just, I don't know, I felt like it just happened organically because of, that was the real setting. It was, it was very intimate. Like my sessions, I don't be having like all the extras and all that.
Right.
It was like me and him recording, because he engineers as well. So it's like we're just zoned out, and yeah, exactly.
So
didn't overthink it because I actually didn't. It wasn't necessarily a plan to be like, okay, I want to record another EP.
Right.
It was just I'm in the process of. Well, now I'm finished with my album, but in the process, I'm just steady recording songs, and then when we got to that moment, it was just like, wait, these sound dope. Like, let's put this out, you know? So that's kind of how it happened. It wasn't necessarily like, you know, playing. So usually stuff like that, when it happens like effortlessly, then usually it's a better thing for me.
Now, I know the song right now that's going crazy is Kicking Back off the project. Now, I kind of want to know, what's your personal favorite song that really means a lot to you? Maybe in the studio it's like a special, you know, feeling to you. What was that song for you?
Honestly, I'm not gonna say that because I know people will always be like, the single. No, but it really is Kicking Back. Because first off, the sample, that's just like one of my favorite samples of all time.
Right.
Like, I've had that on a list that I wanted to sample for like years, and then not until now that I, you know, go to Rich and say like, oh, can you flip this for me? It's just like nostalgic, and I feel like that sample just doesn't die, it doesn't get old. It always puts you in a certain mood, and that, like, so it was inspired because my phone literally is always on airplane mode. Because I get overwhelmed sometimes. It's just like, you know, the stuff's coming in and people be hitting you up, asking, you know, they're never just saying like, hey, I'm just seeing how you doing. It's like, hey, could you pick this up for me? Can you know? So I'm like, I'm in airplane mode. Like, I don't need no drama in this. I just felt like the subject matter anyone can relate to, because it's really not even a we song. Like, it's a me song. It's a you song. You know, like, what do you want to do for your day? You know, to chill, whatever that, you know, means. If that means driving around, you know, maybe smoking, you know, hitting up your favorite food spots. Exactly, and that's kind of how that one came about. But that one is my favorite, actually. Friend Zone, though, is a second one, just because.
I was gonna say, let's talk about my favorite.
It's sexy, and I feel like I haven't really released anything on that side, and so I like that one a lot.
And when I first saw the name, I was like, yo, listen, Friend Zone, she about to be talking about putting somebody in the friend zone. Then I turned on the track and she talking about getting out the friend zone, and that's very rare for a lady to speak about taking someone out of the friend zone. You know, which gave me hope. You know what I'm saying? It gave me hope.
Now that we're friends, right?
Right. So listen up. I want to know how that song came about. Was it a certain situation? Was it just like?
Yeah, it's happened once. Okay. That's why I say it's rare.
It's very rare.
But it can happen. You gotta have hope and patience, you know?
So I want to ask you a few questions, you know, just about what's going on in 2016, about to be 2017,
all right,
coming up on us, you know. But what do you feel about dating in 2016? It's not the old-fashioned, you know, we're gonna go out to the movies, you know, I'm gonna court you like a lady.
The new courting is like,
well,
you should have knew I like you. I liked 4 of your pictures and left a comment. No, that's not. It's weird. I could say that's probably is why I'm single, because I'm still like, I don't know. I want to meet somebody face to face and actually like have a human connection, not just a look. You know what I mean? I feel like right now for 2016, everything's about a look. You know what I mean? Shut up. Everything's about a look and a post and we look cute together. Let's, you know, be relationship goals and all that. And it's just like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's strange, but I have hope. I mean, the good thing is like I feel like you can get to like who you need to get to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you see something you like, hey, I'm about to hit you up. Like, I don't know. It's still kind of weird.
Now, if you are dating someone, you know, how do you feel about the social media? Some people like to promote their relationships on social media. Some people like to keep it a little bit more private. Oh, yeah. Would you keep it private, or would you?
I'm a Scorpio, so I'm very private.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not, and I think that's, especially if it's a serious relationship, that's something I want for me and that person. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like when you open it up, and it's just, you know, just opens you up to everyone's opinion, and I don't know. I would like to stay out of that. So, but you know, things, I don't know. Maybe, you know, when you're in a relationship and you feel that in love, you just want to show the world. So, but maybe I haven't been there yet, so maybe that's why I haven't done it.
For sure.
I don't know. But I know naturally, like, I like to keep that, like, to myself.
Now, referring back to my favorite song, Friend Zone, what turns you on? Like, what gets you in the mood? Is it
food?
Like, food? Food? Is it food for real?
No, food really does. If like, I'm happily fed, like, I'm a really nice person.
Okay.
You know? No, but yeah, like, I like funny guys.
Okay.
I like really, like, but you gotta be really funny.
Okay.
Like, not just kind of funny.
And before you get into, you know, whatever you about to do, what puts you in that zone? Is it like the smoking, maybe the liquor?
I mean, smoking is nice. But I would say more like spontaneity.
Okay.
Like, not really having a plan. Like, you know.
We'll be back, yo.
Yeah. No, but you know what I mean? I don't know, because sometimes, like, the typical things are like, for me personally, it's kind of corny. Like, I don't want you to be like, ooh, I have the roses and the this and the this playing. It's like,
gotta be something fresh.
To me, I would more be like,
dope.
yeah, something creative.
Cool.
I'm gonna be like, okay, that was tight. You know what I'm saying? Like something just out of the ordinary. It would grab my attention.
Dope. So what's next for you? What's the next big thing? I know we're promoting the 213 and everything like that, but I kind of want to creep up into 2017 if you don't mind. What's next for you?
The album, my debut album. That will be coming out in the first quarter. I don't have a set date yet, but first quarter it is complete. I will say that. So.
Okay. Did we get to like sneak peek on anything like sometime soon? Yeah.
Maybe I might put something on my Instagram for the years out. I don't know, but I definitely have that in store, and I'm super excited for everyone to hear new music.
Right. So y'all heard it here first, man. I go by the name of Stewe, new friend in the building. We're old friends, but new better friends.
We're better friends.